Google's Bard is an experimental language model developed by Google's AI research team. It is one of the latest advancements in the field of natural language processing, NLP, and is designed to generate coherent and contextually relevant text. Bard is built on the GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer architecture, which is a type of deep learning algorithm that uses a large corpus of text data to learn patterns and relationships between words. The model is trained on a diverse range of text sources, including books, articles, and web pages, for broad knowledge. Bard is an experiment based on this same technology that lets you collaborate with generative AI. As a creative and helpful collaborator, Bard can supercharge your imagination, boost your productivity, and help you bring your ideas to life. Whether you want help planning the perfect birthday party and drafting the invitation, creating a pros and cons list for a big decision, or help understanding highly complex topics in a simple way. Bard is experimental, and some of the responses may be inaccurate, so please double-check the information in Bard's responses. With your feedback, Bard is getting better every day. Before Bard was launched publicly, thousands of testers were involved to provide feedback to help Bard improve its quality, safety, and accuracy. Accelerating people's ideas with generative AI is truly exciting, but it's still early days, and Bard is an experiment. While Bard has built-in safety controls and clear feedback mechanisms in line with our AI principles, please be aware that it may display inaccurate information or offensive statements. Accelerating people's ideas with generative AI is truly exciting, but it's still early days, and Bard is an experiment. While Bard has built-in safety controls and clear feedback mechanisms in line with our AI principles, please be aware that it may display inaccurate information or offensive statements. Sometimes, the same content may be found on multiple web pages, and Bard attempts to point to a popular source. In the case of citations to code repositories, the citation may also reference an applicable open-source license. Bard was built to be a creative and helpful collaborator. It works well for creative tasks, such as helping you write an email or brainstorm ideas for a birthday party. We see it as a complementary experience to Google Search. That's why we have added the Google It button to Bard, so that people can easily move from Bard to explore information from across the web. Yes, Bard can help with coding and topics about coding, but Bard is still experimental, and you are responsible for your use of code or coding explanations. You should therefore use discretion and carefully test and review all code for errors, bugs, and vulnerabilities before relying on it. Bard's ability to retain context is purposefully limited for now. As Bard continues to learn, its ability to retain context during longer conversations will improve. Google aspires to create technologies that solve important problems and help people in their daily lives. We are optimistic about the incredible potential for AI and other advanced technologies to empower people, widely benefit current and future generations, and make it universally accessible and useful. One important part of responsible developing is expanding participation so that more people can experience Bard, provide feedback, and help Bard improve. You can rate responses as good or bad, and send feedback each time Bard responds. To use Bard, you must be 18 or over. You also need a personal Google account that you manage on your own, or a Google Workspace account for which your admin has enabled access to Bard. You can't access Bard with a Google account managed by Family Link, or with a Google Workspace for Education account designated as under the age of 18. When you interact with Bard, Google collects your conversations, your general location based on your IP address, your feedback, and your usage information. This data helps us to provide, improve, and develop Google products, services, and machine learning technologies. We take your privacy seriously, and we do not sell your personal information to anyone. To help Bard improve while protecting your privacy, we select a subset of conversations and use automated tools to help remove personally identifiable information. These sample conversations may be reviewed by trained reviewers and kept for up to 3 years, separately from your Google account. Yes, there's a link to managing your data in Bard. You can always turn off saving your Bard activity, and you can always delete your Bard activity from your account. Bard conversations are not being used for advertising purposes, and we will clearly communicate any changes to this approach in the future. In this video, I have answered some of the most common questions about Bard. Bard is a large language model from Google AI, trained on a massive dataset of text and code. It can generate text, translate languages, write different kinds of creative content, and answer your questions in an informative way. We hope you find Bard to be a helpful and informative tool. Thanks for watching.